And next up, two personal favourites of mine from Hollywood's history, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. I'm going to look at their role in the adaptation of Ernest Hemingway's novel To Have Not. Again, I'm going to compare it somewhat to the book, with the caveat that this was made almost to drum up support for the war effort, and there's a certain amount of Casablanca recast with this movie. But anyway, here's the trailer.
Ernest Hemingway, soldier of fortune, who can always be found where adventure beckons, now takes you to the danger zone of the mid-Atlantic, where strange ships slip through the fog with even stranger cargoes, where every man has a price and every woman a past, where all barriers are down and the only law is the law of the Caribbean.
Go on, pull your guns. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get him out. Don't been pushing me around long enough.
I'm hard to get, Steve. All you have to do is ask me.
You know what you're getting into. It's gonna be rough. Look, now, you shouldn't have come up here. It's too much of a chance. I told you downstairs I can't take
I
you.
didn't come up for that. I'm sorry for the way I've acted.
Oh, you're not sorry at all. You're just sorry because you made a fool out of yourself. That broke as easy as you will. You're both gonna take a beating till someone uses that phone. That means one of you's gonna take a beating for nothing, and I don't care which one it is. What'd you do that for?
Been wondering whether I'd like it.
What's the decision?
I don't know yet. It's even better when you help.
Stand by that wheel. Now, wait a minute. Give me that gun.
You can't fight them guys, Harry.
Lauren Bacall and Bogart's romance is well known, but what's not perhaps appreciated about this movie is that Lauren Bacall was just barely out of her teens for most of it, and was a teenager for much of the filming. Yet she portrays a woman with a past and with a very sensual attitude to the world in a very convincing way. The infamous whistle scene, which you can look up, is full of sexual tension between her and Bogart. They began dating on this movie and, of course, eventually married. A li- as an aside for a piece of trivia, Dolores Moran, who stars in this, never became a big star for a variety of reasons, including ill health. However, she also is only age 18 or so in this movie, but appears considerably older and portrays, again, a woman of the world. Another piece of amusing trivia about Moran is that in the late 60s, a gentleman died and left her most of his estate because she was kind to him as a car hop 20 years earlier. This obviously didn't go down very well with the family. The novel is more full of conflicts, and it also faces a number of Chinese characters. This version by Howard Hawks has more or less chucked that out, and a lot of it concentrates on issues around the Free French, which are of course a burning thing when this movie was made in 1944, but are rather less so now. Um, as a movie, it relies mainly on being carried by Bogart and Bacall's stunning performances. Some of the rest of the plot is mediocre. and as is the setup. But their performances will live on it as legends. Their on-screen chemistry is, as the kids today say, pure fire. Every time they walk onto a scene with each other, the sexual tension ramps up to an incredible level. And I imagine this plays a big part in why the movie is still well known. As after all, the whole issues about the free French and Bogart's character of Harry, the down at hill ship charter boat operator, are really not all that important. It's the setup between the two characters that carries it. The novel is a very different thing and more serious with its explorations of class conflict. But if you want to see why Bogart and Bacall are regarded as screen icons, you can do no better than watch this.